Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Dose. Today we are on Battle Nights, bright and early. So, good morning for those that it is morning. It is. It's an interesting thing. Basically, we finished out the events, so we managed to get the first place in the Dawn and the both the Dawn and the arcade event. So that's pretty good. I was actually just more interested in hunting perfect hire summons. As you can see, we got 26, so I'm in that process of leveling this up. I need to be able to finish this off so we get the extra five. And the reason being is when reset comes around today, we are in fact going to get the newest addition to the Tamer hero class, which is, of course, Vidar, which is the Lion-Ape King. Phobe will be the other one that drops, as well as Queen Bee, which I believe may be Vidar's food, but we'll have to see that. If you didn't know, every time that there's an exclusive weapon event that it corresponds a perfect hire, it means the heroes for the exclusive weapons are in fact in the perfect hire event. I would be very, very, very surprised if on reset today we didn't get Vidar, the Lion-Ape King, popping up. Now, in terms of progress on this account, we're going to check out to see what Vidar does first. I may build him depending on how lucky I get. Obviously, I don't have 80 perfect tires, so we'll have to see and suss some things out. But let's just run through what he does beforehand, maybe a little bit of a sneak peek for those that are thinking about building him. He has this ability, it's called the Lion-Ape Power, and essentially it's a mark that he puts on attackers. So whoever attacks him, he has the probability to add one layer. And when he gets five layers, so he stacks those up from the people that are attacking him. This is important because if you're in a battle with multiple people could potentially be attacking this dude. So it needs five stacks on the target that's attacking him. Then he does like a Meliodas style counter attack that does 500% of the damage dealt to the Lion-Ape King back to the attacker. The exception is elite bosses and monsters can immune Lion-Ape marks. The possibility of adding Lion-Ape marks to elite boss monsters will be halved. I feel like that's a precautionary thing because 500% damage um, of the attacker to him from a boss can be pretty significant. He potentially could destroy the game if abused. If abused, he could destroy the game. We'll have to test that out. So Vita has this ability which is called Gladiator. He does 100% damage to enemy units with highest attack and challenges them to a duel. He basically does what Dreyfus does with Taunt. He forces them to attack Vida and Vida alone. But this is only for the highest attack based enemy, right? The target can only use normal attacks to attack Vida, which is interesting. So they can't use their specials. Duel is invalid to elite boss monsters. Of course, that's kind of self-explanatory as to why. For 3 rounds, it adds 2 layers of Lion-Ape to the target. So basically, he's forcing them to attack him, and then he's going to unleash a counter on them after he gets 5 stacks of the Lion-Ape mark. It is a very interesting hero. I'm pretty excited to build this guy. Normal attack deals 100% damage to 3 random enemies and has a 30% probability to add one of the Lion-Ape marks. And of course, when attacking a target with the mark, there's a 40% probability to apply an additional layer to them. So this dude's just going to be a mark stacking machine. It's going to be very interesting to see if Garuda or Samuel or anyone that has the potential to remove debuffs, whether or not this will be classified as a debuff. We'll have to check out to see what that power talks about with them in a second. But you consume 1 energy and normal attack deals 100% to the unit with the most Lion-Ape marks on them. As for Garuda I feel like has a talent to remove marks. Not that anyone's Control, yeah, random unit with clears all control effects for one random unit. I'm not entirely sure if the mark is going to be classified as a control effect though, because this will be very interesting. So what's he do? Wrath with the lost. Okay, so he just heals. Where's the ability where he removes? Is that the one? So consume 3 energy points. Normal attack deals 100% damage to one random enemy unit and clears all debuffs of two of our random units. I'm going to use that one. Why was I not using that one to begin with? Anyway, I think this is a new one to my addition, so I didn't mess this up. But yes, I'll be interesting to see if RAF can remove it if it's classified as a debuff. I am excited. It's nice to finally get some additional heroes in the mix. Um, Honestly, the game struggles in terms of finding legendary food, as most people will know as they progress to the A2, A3 level. You need a heck of a lot of food in order to get these guys to A3. Most of the time, as you can see, you're going to need like a basically you're going to need two poles to get an A3 pole because he's going to use himself as food as well as being the copy you need. It's kind of ridiculous, unless, of course, you've got a Gilbert that's been made. Um, yeah, basically, I don't know. Where am I at with Gilbert on this account? I've only got one. So it looks like I'm going to be forced to make another hero for pole, another copy, sorry, to legendary to feed it so that we can even get through this. And then of course I'm going to use Harp as the food copy of the legendary to get him to A3. So that's actually my goal. Whether or not I mean, I'm tempted. I'm very tempted to do it because I'm in a very similar boat with Phobe anyway, in terms of me having to get copies of her. So it does make sense for me to do the perfect summon event even if it's just to get some Phobe copies so that I can make her A3 as well. That kind of makes sense for me. But anyway, enough talking. Let's pull out some of these. Let's see what we get. Hey, we got what's this? We got some fireballs and we got an avatar and some gems. I don't know. I like the Superman one with the Superman frame. I think I'm going to keep that. Events will be coming up soon, as it says. Let's open some of the Haldum chests. Let's see what we can get. I don't know. You never know. All right, so we got a limbo. All right, we got a HP limbo. That's not terrible. What else can we get? Okay, we got a magnetic stone with crit rate. Um, Honestly, not a terrible thing in terms of what I'd like to do with this guy. I would definitely like to replace some of these with what's that? Crit rate? Yeah, sure. Let's throw some crit rate on you. What's this? Tenacity, crit resistance, attack, or HP? Oh, we can throw some attack on you. I wanted to do it for this guy because he's so squishy. I don't know if anyone else has realized, but Samuel is pretty squishy in most situations. He's like the first hero to die. So maybe this will keep him alive a little bit longer. I can always test out Limbo to see if like a dodge build on him would work as well. Um, I think we're actually at a good position in terms of Limbo now. We should be. What's this one? This is Limbo. What's that one? Ocean Core. I don't know. We should be slowly getting enough to do the legendary sets for some of these. I quite like this though. It's funny. It's funny how much Charlotte dodges with Limbos on. She dodges so much. I don't know if it's actually good because she stuns enemies when she's hit. So yeah, I'm not so sure. Oh yeah, finally got that full set out. Love that, love that. What's this one do? When attacking deals extra 5% damage of target's HP, this damage will not surpass 200% of Tyrio's attack. I do like this setup mainly because I'm after the crit bonuses, and of course the crit bonuses are what Pole shines with. He really does need to crit quite a lot to get those massive hits off. I'm not sure. Do I do phobe or do I do pole to A3 first? I'm leaning towards pole, but either way, I'm still probably going to do the perfect highs, so stay tuned for that. I need to get that food. We need to get orange food. We need to find ways to make this game more viable for people to get orange food. Um, it would be amazing if I did get another Samuel copy to A2 him. I think I have one. Oh my gosh, it's going to take me forever to scroll. I'm one off. I'm one off of Samuel, and perfect hires generally give you a pretty good chance of getting that Samuel copy. So yeah. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Make sure you just make sure you're taking the educated choice. I'll be back in a little bit when the maintenance drops. We'll have a look at the event, what we need to do with the event, and all that sort of stuff, and then we'll probably do some pulls as well. So I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.